This relates to more quick news. You have in top news, Lucy McBath to Pam Bondi. You will denounce the statements attacking Alex Peretti and Renee Good. Comments made relating to that. At least 9 deleted in the Canadian shooting. Police had visited the shooter's home in the past. You had an incident. Military surprise counter drone laser closed Texas airspace. President Trump calls Oklahoma Governor a rhino ahead of the governors' meeting at the White House, which that excludes the black governors. FBI combs desert for clues of Nancy Gumphrey's disappearance. And the family calls it terrifying. It was on the report ABC. Mace demands relating to the Epstein files. More about the Epstein files. You got something happen relating to the bridge. Trump threatens relating to the bridge. In Canada, is pretty much defending their stance relating to the UK president, prime minister. Relates to that. What's the bridge? The bridge between Ontario going to Detroit. That's talking about that. President Trump says he wants to make an Iran deal. Grand jury won't indict Slotkin. Lawmakers over military orders video. You have an Howard Lutnick admits limiting meetings with Jeffrey Epstein after 2005. Pretty much a inquiry relating to that. House votes for resolution repealing U.S. tariffs on Canada and Save American Act. House fails to extend ban on Trump tariff repeal votes with major blow to Johnson. You have Nancy Gumphrey's suspect, height, weight, eye color, more revealed by body language experts, giving a description relating to that. ICE leaders refuse to publicly apologize to families of Renee Nicole Good and Alex Peretti. That's what that lady was arguing to Pam Bondi about. Body cam reveals details of Border Patrol agent shooting of Chicago woman. Trump meets with Benjamin Netanyahu in Washington, D.C. Scripture says, be not ignorant anything in a great matter or small. Be not ignore not ignore relating to small or great matters, and not be ignorant regarding small and great matters. You had an Israeli citizen arrested by FBI for operating a biolab tied to CCP containing biological weapons. You had something in the United States. Where was it at? Oh, El Paso airport was shut down for a little bit, relating to ties allegedly to mafia drones. That was El Paso airport. I seen that earlier today. You having this goes to relating to some of the products we use. 9 out of 10 toothpaste tested positive for lead in the U.S. So a lot of stuff we use. This was the report previously. Another report. These are products like toothpaste, Colgate, etc. You having there's a report talking about U.S. Army admits to relating to spraying chemtrails into certain demographic neighborhoods across the country. That goes back to Operation Large Area Coverage, Operation Cloverleaf, and other operations that's been going on for decades, man, relating to chemtrails. Now, you try to find that relating to Cloverleaf, you won't find that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, be not ignorant anything in a great matter is small. So, certain information that was once there about certain things, when you go look for it again, you notice you ain't gonna be able to find it, or it's worded differently, or it's not going to be there. But these things going on relating to that been going on for decades. Military involved, relating to certain neighborhoods. You know what I mean? And so that's been going on forever. Skipper talks about they talking about make light regarding your oppression, man. They speak lightly regarding your oppression. So there's not a big deal to a certain demographic relating to how it affects a certain demographic. So they speak lightly, cheerfully about it, and really very arrogantly and haughty about it. You know what I mean? Relating to the oppression of a certain demographics and relating to historical aspects. You have 3 convict child sex offenders executed as China signals zero tolerance. One thing in these other countries, certain things that would be here that wouldn't be so severe here in this country is severe in those countries, man. Middle East, China, for example. Trump excludes only black governors of U.S. from the governor's diner. So black governors are being excluded, man. That's what I was talking about earlier. Let's go to Crux. So they make light of your oppression, man. You know what I mean? Because we know historically certain things affected certain demographic. The Tuskegee experiment from 1930 to 40 years in the early 70s. That given so-called black men testing them for syphilis, man, putting syphilis in them. And the one who was the head was a black woman that knew these things, man. That's history, man. That's 40 years of that. Affected a certain demographic group of people, man. Particularly the men, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, They were used as guinea pigs, experimental guinea pigs, man. Scripture talks about, rise, this is not a place of rest, it shall destroy you even with a sword of destruction. Micah 2:10. So it's not a place of rest for certain people, man. You know what I mean? And just look at the historical facts relating to certain things, man. How it affect that people and generations of that people coming back. You know what I mean? Which are the same. That's a different lesson, but it's a generational curse or generational PTSD that's passed down, or traumas passed down from generation to generation, because those spirits are the same. U.S. to send 200 troops to Nigeria. Now you had troops being sent to Nigeria relating to combating against the Boko Haram, ISIS, and these other groups. You know what I mean? So that was a week ago. And really, they over there for the resources, man. Because Nigeria is rich in what? Resources, man. That's why they over there, man. In collaboration of counter T and fighting against international, international, for international interest and safety, man. Now you have FDA declines to review the Moderna flu vaccine over inadequate trial. Now this was a Target school, 9 deleted or plus, related to Canada, a school in Canada, shooting residents. North part of British Columbia. Knowing this, in the last days, perilous times shall come. The scripture talks about evils, and many evils shall increase in the latter end, man. So that's what you're seeing, many evils, man. You know what I mean? Evils, man. Think not that I come to send peace, but the sword. Think not I come to send peace, but rather division. Think not I come to send peace if it already be kindled, man. You know what I mean? So a vibration is being set. The division, the sword, and peace is being taken away from the earth, man. So this is just quick reports. I hope it helps relate to information. Zayab Wolf. Hope it helps. All praise Yahweh Shem Shabbat Shem Rakakadash. I hope it helps relating to info, informative relating to information. Shalom.